PG, what's going on, fellas? It's been a while. Been a while. Had to keep this kind of mellow. I got the young ones sleeping. Wife's watching Switch at birth um, without me, which is really cool. So I had to keep this down. But this is probably going to be, this might be the quickest podcast of all time. I've got things mapped out here pretty quick. I'm just really going to do a quick rundown of the week and the playoff implications of these games and who's in, how guys can get in, how they can't get in, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to hit it. I got it. It's going to be quick. I was going to do an interview. I was going to do two, actually. Both guys shit the bed in that department for me. Kev, I think, is upset with me. Excellence. I apologize for not answering your phone call last week. Like I texted you, it was date night. I wasn't looking to talk, physically speak to anybody. But I think that one hit you hard. And I think you're getting sick of that. So I apologize, but still could have manned up for the interview, but maybe you're legitimately busy. I don't know. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. And Miracle, I was going to hit him up too, but I spent too long doing this prep, and he's in bed. It's 12 o'clock in T-Dot. So what can you do? Anyways, it's probably too late for me to drink coffee anyways, but it's my prop. What can you do? Anyways. Is this too loud, Tara? Okay. So, let's get right into it. Obviously, it's week 12. We're here. It's the damn football season goes so fast. It's like, it just felt like we were just at the draft. And here we are, week 12. And it sucks. It's like, it's depressing, especially for those of us who don't know. Well, I mean, for the guys that are not going to make the playoffs, it especially sucks. And then for the guys that might get one game and they're one and done, it's like, boom, your season's over next week. So it sucks. It's sad. It's a bittersweet time right now. Obviously we're in it to win it. And we want to win a ring, and we got the fire lit in that respect. But then you got that cloud just looming. The off season, and this is the big off season. This is the real off season. This ain't baseball's just ended and football's right around the corner. No. This is like, ouch. This sucks. And actually, no, baseball and football kind of overlap at the time, but don't they? Anyways, regardless, this is the off season coming up. But let's not worry about that. We got playoffs to worry about here. We got a title to crown. Sitting here moaning like a bitch. Oh, let's get into it. Okay. In the Southwest Division, Reggie's 9-2. He's clinched division. I haven't done seeds clinched because we don't know. Chances are Reggie wins. Chances are Mangle wins, and they're 1-2. But let's not worry about that. That's whatever. They got to buy. They both clinched their division. They've got to buy next week. Township at 6-5 has clinched a playoff spot, but that's where he lies. Where he sits exactly, we don't know. And then you got Poop and Watt, Poop in the Urinal and Watt at 5-6 each. Northwest Division, you got Lotto. He's at 6-5 and he's clinched his playoff spot. Hasn't clinched the division yet. With a win, he obviously will have. Sassy at 5-6, and then Hoff and Rebuild at 4-7. And the Northeast, Mangold's clinched the division, clinched the playoff spot. Obviously, 10-1. Fist at 7-4 and 5-10 at 6-5 have both clinched playoff spots. Slaughter at 3-8 is in the cellar and pretty close to have clinched a lotto pick. Democracy at 6-5 leads the division by a game. He's guaranteed a playoff spot. Bridesmaid technically has not guaranteed a playoff spot, but because of his extremely large margin of points for over anybody that could possibly be tied with him at the end of the year. I've just written down a Y beside his name. He's clinched the division. No, sorry, playoffs. In my mind, it's almost a mathematical certainty. Let's just say that. He's probably at like a 99.9999999999472% chance of making the playoffs. So let's just put a Y beside his name. Prug's at 4-7 and Big Easy at 3-8. Now, what I did was I went through and I probably did way more work than I had to do because I'm not going to use half of it, but at least it gave me a bearing of an idea of where guys were at. I wrote down like what their records were against other guys with similar records in that lower tier of guys that were 5-6 and worse. Didn't have to do that because realistically, it almost never goes to head-to-head record, because for it to be a head-to-head, for the head-to-head record to stand or to count as a tiebreaker, all teams that are tied with the same record will have had to have played each other, which almost never happens. But anyways, I made a few notes there, but I'm not even going to step there right now. So what I want to do is basically start from the worst upwards to that 5-6, the guys that haven't clinched yet, and sort of give my predictions on their chances of making it, and then obviously the chance that they're not going to make it and get a lotto pick. So we'll start with Big Easy. Let me just pull something up here quickly. Let's start with the Big Easy. I've got, just bear with me. So Kev has Laffy's first. Interesting. Kev has Laffy's first. That's interesting. Okay, so Big Easy. I just did a scale out of 100 chances of getting in to chances of not getting in. I've got you at a 2 to 98 slope right there. Very slim, I wrote. You need Hoff, Miracle, Laffy all to lose, and you need to outscore Hoff by roughly 80 and the Prugs by roughly 26. All those things need to happen in order for you to get in. So it's looking rough for you at 3-8. Although you don't have the worst odds. The worst odds actually goes to Slaughter. He's at a roughly 1 to 99 split. You need the exact same thing to happen as Pollock, except for you've got to outscore those guys by more because you have less points than P. So very slim chances there. So you guys are probably looking at a lotto pick this year, which is great because you both have your lottos. No, I shouldn't say it's great. It sucks, but at least you have your first round picks this year. And you can look forward to getting some great talent that's coming out this year. Anyways, on to the Prugs. Laffy was a lotto last year. Looking like it's going to be another lotto this year, most likely. I've got Laffy at about a 20 to 80 chances, a split there, 20 to 80. Not looking good. But he does have many ways to get in. It's just very unlikely that they're going to happen. He needs a win and a sassy loss. Now, that's not impossible. That right there is pretty much your 20. That's your 20 right there. You got to beat Hammer, which is going to be tough. And then Sassy and Miracle are kind of the 50-50 game, which it really is hard to call who's going to win that game. So you got to beat Ham, and Sassy's got to lose. And that right there gives you your 20% chance of getting in. Now, if you lose, you can still get in, but Miracle and Hoff have to lose, and you have to outscore the Hoff by 53 points. So That's slim. You gotta win. You gotta win. You gotta win. Next on to the Hoff at 4-7 as well. Now I got the Hoff at a 40-60 split. He's got a 40% chance of getting in, as far as I'm concerned. He's playing Tups, so it's probably looking like a loss there. As I used little emojis that I wrote beside teams matchups for this week. Prugs, you're playing Hammer. That's a that emoji. You can see it right there. A sad-faced emoji. Other guys have a happy emoji. Some people have the straight-faced emoji. That's my straight-faced emoji. Where was I? Hoff. Sad-faced emoji. You're playing Tups. Win and you're in. But against Tups, that's going to be hard. So let's check out the scenarios with which you lose. You need a Laffy and a Miracle loss. And then, so if Laffy loses, Miracle loses. And then as long as the points for stay the same, and nobody has a huge game, and you have a really shitty game, you can still get in. So the fact that Miracle's game, I think that it's a 50-50 game. That game, that's the game of the week, by the way. Spoiler alert. The fact that Miracle is a 50-50 chance to win or lose. And then you also need a Laffy loss, which I think will happen. But so that puts you at about a 40-60 chance. Probably 45-55. You've got a decent chance of getting in there. And then actually, Miracle's up next with 4-7, and I gave Miracle a 50-50 chance, and it's very simple. Win, and you're pretty much in, which is unbelievable. The guy's, sold the farm, gained some picks, gained a lot of young players, and he's still in a position to make the playoffs with a win over Sassy. If he beats Sassy, he leapfrogs him, and therefore you only need a loss from either Laffy or Hoff, which I think both are projected to lose. Excuse me. So, like Laffy's playing Gord, Hoff's playing Tups. Both guys probably going to lose. So all you need to do is beat Sassy, and one of those guys loses, and you're in the playoffs, which I'm sure you're kind of like, wow. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Back. I don't know if that cut out there. It said it wasn't responding. But, yeah, I was just going to say, I wonder if Miracle even wants to win. And looking at his lineup, he's got, well, not that he's got much better choice on the bench, but, I don't know, man. Earl Thomas on the bench over that dude that you got, I don't know, Chargers, I think. Come on, man. Come on, your D lineman, I think, has 2 points in the last 3 weeks. Come on, man. This is borderline shit. This is gray area shit. Fucking. Your D lineman's projected to get 6.8. Oh, I looked at it. I looked at the guys available. Now, the fact that he's projected to get 6.8, there, you're clear of any accusations in that regard. But the guy's had 2 points in the last 3 weeks, and I think you're very happy about that. Looking for your fucking lotto pick. Anyways, I'm not going to accuse anybody. I just did, but whatever. Chance to win that playoffs, man. Jeez, he's got a chance to get the lotto too. Dirtbag. Anyways, let's move on. Moving on. Sassy. Win and he's in 100%. He doesn't need anything else to happen. Win, in, guaranteed. So, and he's playing a game against Sean where I've looked at this game. I can't pick a winner. I do pick a winner, but it's a 50-50 game. Toss him. Let's pick him. So win and he's in. Lose, and he needs Hoff and Laffy to lose, which is probable, and then he's still in. So I gave him a 75-25 shot of getting in. Just because he can win and get in 100%, or he can lose and still probably get in. So 75-25. And then we got Watt, 5 and 6 as well. This makes me sick to even talk about. Love Mike as a man, as a human being. Love him like a brother. But this run that he's been on is disgusting. 4 and 2, 4 out of 6 since the Alex Smith trade when he was 1 and 4. And he's averaged 119 points per victory out of those 4 wins. Which just tells you, he's winning 109, 102 like he did last week, which pisses me off, Powers. You slimy dirtbag piece of shit. That was over the line. You're a nice guy too, and I love you to death, but guess what? You fucking shit the bed for me, buddy. I got V-Walls first. That's why I'm talking like this. Totally shouldn't be bringing this to the group, to the podcast. It's unprofessional. I apologize. I'm already getting calls. I know. Are we getting mail too? Shoot. All right. Sorry. A little rant's over. Love the both of you. Hate that you're winning, Mike, but you're in the playoffs 90%. You gave it a 90-10 split here. What you need to not get in would be Hoff and Laff win, both of them, and Kev to win. So if all 3 of those guys win, then you're not going to get in. But if one of those guys loses, you're in. So enjoy. Might as well win the whole thing. Might as well just go all the way. Pick 16. Anyways, can't complain. Poop, I gave you a 95 to 5 shot because you need the exact same thing as Watt, and you have more points scored than him, so don't worry about it. You're getting in there. Now on to this week's matchups. I picked Reggie over Watt. Now this is a tough one, Township versus Poop. I picked Poop in this one. This is a minor upset pick according to ESPN's projected stats. I like a couple of matchups, and I just, all in all, I'm not trusting Julio right now. He's banged up. There's some tougher matchups on that side of the ball. I like Poop this week. Lotto over the Hoff. Mangold over 5 to 10. Fist over Slots. Democracy over Pollock. Bridesmaids over Krugs. And then in the game of the week, I really had to look at this game, and it was tough. It was a really tough call. I am assuming and thinking that Miracle will probably have Jacoby Brissett in there, depending on his clearance with the concussion protocol. Now, Toronto or not, I trust that he will have his shit together because he's already got a couple strikes this year. So there's like 10 more points on the projections. So he's projected to beat him by like 20. Beat Sassy. Miracle's projected to win by like 20. If Brissett plays. Right now, it's fucking not responding. There it is. Back in action. So Miracle is projected to win by 20. Now, if he's got Savage in there, he's still projected to win by 10, give or take. I don't know what it is exactly. But for some reason, I'm going to trust Derek Carr, even playing against Denver this week, to put up some points. And, AP is going to get a couple points. I feel like there's more trust on the Sassy side of the ball. Miracle's receivers are young and just not putting up any points right now. So he's got a couple great running backs that Even Fournette's banged up, and Mixon hasn't really been doing much. But other than that, motherfucker with this not responding. Come on. Jesus. Not responding. Sorry. There's glitches in the camera here. Having said all that, in this scenario with my picks, you've got Miracle, Laffy, Pollock, and Slots in the lottery, which is interesting. Kev has Laffy's first round pick. In this scenario, you would have the 12 seed being Hoff, 11 seed being Watt, 10 seed being Sassy. So you could potentially have the 7th and a top 4 pick, which is great for Kev going forward, which would have been nice to talk about, but he was busy. 9th seed in this would be the 5 to 10. 8th seed would be Township. 7th seed would be Poop in the Urinal. 6th seed Bridesmaid. 5th seed Fist. And then in any order, the division winners would be Reg, Lotto, Mangold, Democracy. Actually, in this situation, you'd have Lotto, you'd have Mangold 1, Reggie 2, and then Lotto 3, Democracy 4. Super busy. Oh, here we go. Wow. Excellence. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Probably shouldn't read this aloud, but his reply to me asking, oh, come on, man, like, why not? To an interview. Super busy. Next week, if you like, I'll formally retire. Wow. Excellence. Wow. These guys, super busy. There's a Black Friday sale on pantyhose and feminine hygiene products apparently, because the Kev is on his rag right now and looking to get a deal. Formally retire. All right, Kev. Love you, buddy, but you're a fucking bitch. Anyways, formally retire. Anyways, in this scenario, the playoff matchups would be, this is going too far, but we're only at 23 minutes, so why not? Fist versus Hoff, 5 versus 12. Bridesmaids versus Watt. Poop in the Urinal versus Sassy in what could be his last game ever in Pure Cuts. Ay. And then 8 seed Township versus 5 to 10. That'd be a great game. Anyways, December 9th. Clear your calendars if you guys are interested. A few of the boys are going to be celebrating Miracle's birthday. We haven't figured out exactly where, but it's going to be December 9th, Saturday, a couple weeks, and might be the breweries, and then hitting up some pubs, The Well maybe in Port Moody. Might be number 5, might be Casino, we don't know. We'll figure it out. But, all right, boys. Great cast. Sorry to end it on a sad note. I'll have to talk to Kev, probably in person now. Not tonight. I gotta catch up on Switch.Earth. Peace out.